Welcome back everyone to Lucky by Nature. Angelic Vixen here. So we are going to do a tour of the volcanic area biome. I'm going to be doing this for every one of the biomes for the new Genesis map. So this is the volcanic area and it is absolutely stunning. I am impressed with the quality of the design. The design is beautiful. This really truly feels like and looks like hell on earth. Now I will leave my GPS out the entire time we're in here. That way if you see something that, like a base possibility location for yourself, resources, or even when we pass the glitches, you will be able to write down the coordinates so you kind of have a general idea of where things are located. I feel that's really imperative when you're looking at things, because if you're just watching a video without GPS, it doesn't really help. So I don't want to put you through that. So as you can see, general area, there is one of the glitches in that murky mess down there. But yeah, look at the craftsmanship of this. I mean, it is beautiful. Whoever designed the volcanic area in Genesis, wow. Wow, guys. So right here is another glitch and some metal. And it's right next to the barrier. So just jot down all of that information if that interests you or if you feel like you will need that information. So I'm going to be trying to stay as close to the barrier as possible to kind of give you a wide perspective of this area. And then I will gradually start going inward. And then toward the end of the video, I will show you what happens when the volcano erupts and what you're basically going to be dealing with. But as you can see on this side close to the barrier, there are, a decent amount of resources, nothing, extravagant, nothing super amazing, but there is, a little bit of metal here. I've seen a little bit of obsidian, things like that. But this is truly remarkable in the quality and the depth that they went to in just how difficult the volcano area is going to be for anybody over here. Now, there are areas where I feel like you could probably set up temporarily, but nothing substantial. I will be really curious to see who actually can set up a base in this area and thrive. That is going to be really curious to me. And if you guys know of anybody that's actually super successful already, let me know who they are. I would love to check out their videos because I'm just real curious how that's going to play out. So far we've passed a few glitches, and then of course, as you know, Beast is working on videos to show you exactly where every single glitch is on each biome, because we want you guys to be super successful, and that's really important to us. So I'm not seeing like a ton of resources over here. They're, a little bit here, there, they're kind of sporadic. But there are places I feel like you could definitely set up a base, at least a temporary base. I'm not sure anybody will stay out here, but again, it's possible. Now, like over in this area doesn't seem too bad. The creatures aren't too bad, and then it looks like there's water and things like that. So it's plausible. I don't know if anybody would actually set up over here, but you're gonna have to come over here and complete the glitches at least to do that. So you need to know where they are. So far, we've got quite a few of them right here on the outer area of the map closest to the barrier. And I find it so unusual that they even put RGs in the game. Like, why did they put flyers in the game? I understand like bats and stuff because you need those for caves, but if we don't have flyers accessible, why would they even put, I don't know. Like, I mean, I get it as far as having something come and attack you. RGs are a pain because, they will come after you. But at the same time, it just seems like they could have done the same thing with other creatures. But, maybe it'll change. Like they said, they're open to the possibility of, enabling flyers on official. Of course, you can always enable them on unofficial servers with that code that I think it was Jat that put that out. I'm pretty sure I retweeted it. So going through here, just jot down anything like, we know we can get our Kentros over here, Rexes over here. See, here's some more metal. So yeah, if you stay on this outer pathway, it looks like you can definitely get a decent amount of metal. I see Dodix. Oh, look at you guys. Look at you guys hanging out. Yeah, I bet you want a piece of me. Nah, 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 nah. They can't get me. They sure wanted a piece of me, though. All right, so let's see. Again, more RGs. So yeah, I mean, if you stay close to the barrier, you can definitely set up out here, I think. I mean, you'll need a lot of extra things to make that work, but it's totally possible. There is more metal over here, though. Look at these little clusters. Rexes. They're so funny. They wish. They can't get me. All right, so we've got Ankies. Very interesting. So you can get trikes out here. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could do like maybe a temporary makeshift base. It's so hot though. You would need better quality gear, honestly. But here's another glitch, so definitely take note of that. It is really exquisite. It really is. They've done such an amazing job on just the quality of this. All right, so here's the barrier. I was just trying to get perspective as to where I'm located. And I definitely want to come over here and look at this guy. This thing doesn't seem to have any purpose that I'm aware of. I mean, when I first came in here, before I started recording, I was looking around. I was like, okay, the thing looks super cool. And if I'm not mistaken, somebody on YouTube built something that looks very similar to that. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. At least that's what I remember seeing, something that looked like that. If you guys know, definitely let me know in the comments below. But as we're looking around, what do you guys think so far? So there's a glitch over there. That way you know exactly where that one is. But what do you guys think of Genesis so far? I mean, I'm seeing that this is probably a perfect PvE map. Okay, we got more resources down there. But I'm not really sure how it's going to play out for PvP. And I haven't watched anybody play yet. I need to do that. If you guys have anybody that you recommend watching some of their gameplay, let me know in the comments below. Don't link to their channel because it's already set up that links will be blocked in the spam filter because we're a family-friendly channel. So just type in the person's name, and that way if somebody else is interested also, you know, they can look at it. There was a cluster of metal over there, so definitely take note of the coordinates of that. And of course, we will do additional videos on resources. We always do. But I'm real curious how this map is going to play out for PvP. There's a lot of great hiding spots when you get into the different biomes, but at the same time, with all of the, you know, the design, I don't know how it's going to work out for PvP. I know that people are really creative, so I'm sure if there's a way to do it, they will and have it be super successful. But this is definitely, at least in my opinion, and I would love to hear your opinion, this seems like more of a PvE map, but I could be wrong. So here's another cluster of metal right next to the barrier. Okay, so we know if we stick close to the barrier, you do have pathways and metal and, you know, a little bit of resources. Nothing overly impressive. I guess I was kind of expecting more metal, to be honest, just because we're so kind of accustomed to things like that, but not so much here, little bits here and there. All right, so let's kind of go inward, you know, now that we've kind of did like a little roundabout, you know, close to the barrier. Let's kind of go in and see what we see. And there's like a little bridge, and there's a little bit of metal. I know that there is a cave, which I will do an in-depth of the cave, but I just want to kind of find the entrance for you so you have the GPS coordinates of the cave. So, and then of course, like I said, this is more like just a basic tour. I will go in-depth on anything that really needs detail because again, I just really want you guys to be successful. It's so funny though, because, you know, people, they always say what they say and you're just sitting there like, but you know, I mean well. I truly mean well. And if you can't see that, well, I guess it says more about you than it does me, right? Because I love you guys. I love spending time with you guys. This means like so much to me to be able to hang out with a video game and actually have like a community that's like your family. It's totally awesome. It's a kick-ass hobby, let me tell you what. All right, so I do see some more glitches, and I'm trying to see like basically where the trail ends, kind of get like the depth of it. Okay, so that is definitely a clear path right there. And then going up higher, let's see here. Yeah, so let's go down to see where it starts basically, so you kind of know where you would need to come in. You know, if you're on the other side, that would be different, but let's just look at it from this perspective to give you a general idea. So we've got the barrier, we've got a pathway. Okay, let's just kind of hang out here and kind of get an idea of what we're dealing with to come up, because we definitely need to know how to get up here because we're not going to have flyers. We have our little Spider-Man guy, but if you're not going to come in here with your Spider-Man guy, you need to know what else you can do. So as I see here, there are different resources across the path. Not a lot, but it's here. All right, and we've got stegos. We got parasaurs. aloes. We've got, interesting. Okay, so we do have some more resources. Take note of that, guys. And there is the cave. So here's the coordinates to go into the cave. I'm going to take you in here and kind of give you just a general idea of what you're dealing with. Again, I will do an in-depth video showing you all of this information, as we always do. So you would come around here, and okay, we got a glitch in here, so that's important. We do have resources in here. We've got bats. Okay, so then we're going to go down here. Now this thing is massive, and there's a lot of different information and entrances. There's more than one entrance, okay? So this is where you come out. Let me give you like a general perspective as to what we're looking at over here, just to see what you're dealing with, okay? Now let's go back in and see what we find, okay? So look over here. Now we've got these purple crystals. So take note of the purple crystals because that is important to remember. Now we can get some resources in here, and then it's going to come out over here. But I want you to kind of see what you're dealing with in here, because it is going to be awful on foot. Now if you're flying, different scenario. You're not going to be flying. So then you can come out over here. Wow, look at, I mean, this is well designed. It is beautiful. And again, there is so much to this area that I'm going to need to come in here and do a video on it just on itself. But look at that. Is that not just beautiful? I mean, Wildcard drives me nuts sometimes, but I definitely appreciate the design. This is gorgeous. Whoever did this, wow. Look at this. It is truly stunning, the workmanship that they put into this. But there's a lot you need to know about this cave. But yeah, again, I'm just going to give you a general idea with GPS, and then we're going to show you what happens with the volcano, because I don't want to make the videos too long, but I want to spend time with you. So I'm trying to find a happy medium here. So then we've got where you can do your missions. Those are the terminals for the missions. Let's just go over here and look to see what they are, just to kind of give you an idea. Okay, so that's the rocky one, and this one is the egg. All right, so that way you know these two are by the purple crystal entrance, and there is a ton of metal right there. Did you see that? Resources. Okay, so now let's watch the volcano erupt, and I want you to see how devastating this is to the areas that those hit. Now, I didn't find any cool like stuff that you can get from where they land. They just devastate everything that they're near. So if there's any creatures or dinos near it, they're killed instantly. It's instant death. Watch, look at all this. It's nuts. But I didn't find anything, you know, super extravagant, because I know like back in the day, the Ragnarok devs were like, yeah, you can get these cool things. And, you know, that's basically how everything's going to go now with volcanoes. But at least as of right now, there's nothing, you know, super special about being here when it's doing this. Just keep in mind, if you are close, you're going to get killed. I mean, it's no question whatsoever. But yeah, that is absolutely unbelievable. This area is literally hell on earth, and I am super excited just to see how it's going to play out in game, just to see how it all is going to work out. But that's all I have for you guys. I just want to make sure that you got to see what happens when the volcano erupts. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next biome tour.